in the gravity coordination call. What do you think if we can have like another time to talk about the research with like the people that are interested on it, that we don't take the time from the coordination call for gravity either? What do you guys think about it?
Yeah, I think what would be like the best next step would be to, yeah, of course, include Anna in our research, and include all this information for the construction of the questions and of the survey that we will make. And I think that what we can do is that we have three clear people that will be participating in this initiative. And I don't know if you would like to create a Google Doc and share it with us. And yeah, maybe next week we can have another have an hour or something to, or in 15 days, to present some of the advances regarding the survey and this research that is super interesting. I think Humberto is super interested in this, and also Bianca and Anna. You're also super welcome, as well as Ben's Innovator and Reforest.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, 100%. Creating a Google Drive wasn't like one of the points that I want to talk to about also. Kind of research. So we're gonna do in these next months. So like for March, I wrote down the we want to integrate and build a research team. So like the people that are gonna be involved on it, and the people that are interested on it. Line up what we are from the research. That's why I was thinking that maybe a different hour, just a research group that we can talk, so we don't get the time from the coordination call. For April, to categorize research, to organize what we are going to look for in the scientific theory. So like use for the research and put it like in one place, and we can put it all in a Google Drive that we are going to be sharing together. And that's for April, like go deeper on the scientific theories, so we have a good base. For May, to present all the research data that we got from theory, to start building our own data and making the survey itself. So I believe that like if we have a good structure, a good base, we build better what we are trying to do, instead of just like creating a survey, but we don't really have a good base to do that. What do you think? Does it make sense? Do you guys want to talk about it?
Yeah, I think that if the work of that project needs it, yeah, it would be good to create another call. Only if you coordinate that, please share the information, and I can collaborate, help to help an infographic with as it later and to share the schedule in the Twitter. And yeah, I think that it's super important to have the theoretical basis first. So we really don't have any rush. So whatever we're doing, it's better if we try to make the best quality. And out of is only what I think. And um, after if anyone has something to comment and to talk around this topic, or if also we can also include some of the other topics that we have in the agenda. I know that Innovator wants to play also a topic, so yeah, I pass the mic.
Hey, just one thing. I just have time to attend one call about well-being. So it is important to define where we going to be discussing and working on the research and the solutions, and there will on that work group.
Yeah, everybody. So we can talk about the research and focus on it, so we don't like get in the way of gravity also. But gravity is integrated with it and stuff. But just to like focus on it better. What works for everybody? I can do the same time on Tuesday and Friday.
I think Friday is good for research purposes because we can like read during the week and present advances on Friday. And also we also have our Thursday's call that is the book club. We also can integrate some of the things we learned from the book club in the research.
My Friday
Okay.
free also.
Sorry, what'd you say? Anna, can you repeat, please? I didn't
Yes,
understand.
yeah, sorry. My Friday is free. I can Friday.
Okay.
It's okay for me.
Umberto, what do you think about the same time Friday?
I'm checking the calendar. Fridays, what time?
This time.
This time, like 11 EST or 11:30.
12 because the time changed. Before it was 11, now it's 12.
Well, for me, it's still 11. Mexico and USA differences while being in the same time zone. So Friday, no, it doesn't work for me.
No. What about Monday?
Oh no, Mondays are chaotic. I can do Friday at the same time, but I will not be always here. That's the only thing.
1 hour earlier on Friday, does it work?
Yeah, that works.
Does it work for everybody? 1 hour earlier?
Yeah, it works. It
Yeah,
is
it's okay.
also the same time of the TC lounge, but the TC lounge is getting like another schedule. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So, should we start this Friday or we want to wait until next Friday to discuss more a little bit about it? I also want to hear about the game, like how can we integrate it with the game? The Umberto is part of it. we can talk about more on Friday. Do you want to do this Friday, like after tomorrow, or the Friday from the next week?
I'm not a part of the game. I think it's Juan, the card game, maybe. I am part of a video series, a film series.
Oh, I thought you were. I'm sorry. Because you talked about it.
Because I want to play.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. I will also talk some other topics that are really interesting regarding the coordination of the working group. I want to say that well, the proposal passed, and now we have the funds in our multisig. So we will be working on this. Septi and I, we will have a call later today, and we will try to make the first distribution regarding contributions made in February, and also maybe some bonuses for people who have been working on the project for since the beginning. Yeah. And so I am going to present to you all this, and also we will be sharing a monthly summary of our treasury. I am searching the multisig, so let me a second. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is our Gnosis Safe, and so this is the budget that we currently have, and when I really saw this, I was really happy, and I am really happy right now, and I want to congratulate every one of you because this means that we have a community that trusts on us. This means that we can continue growing this project. This means that that people believe in the necessities and in the services we try to tackle. So yeah, that's something that we should be all proud for. But at the same time, it's also a responsibility. It's also a commitment. Uh, trusted in us. It's yeah, like because if we do a good usage of these funds, we can continue and still contributors around. At the same time, we will be able to help a lot of communities solving their conflicts, and also working on helping on the mental health of people. So yeah, it's also a commitment, and we should try to use like the most efficient and effective use of these funds. So it's only to say that this is not, even though that I have been leading this initiative until this point, this is not something that I'm leading with a personal interest. This is something that I am really good, and we can continue down to yeah, use all these services that and all these technologies that we move in and that are our niche for offering our services. And yeah, applying all this token engineering that we are learning from the token engineering and from the experience of participating in DAO. So that was like my what I wanted to say. But I also want to say that Forest will is someone that will be um, working group. So I also want to give her some moment to talk, and then we can continue talking on other topics of the agenda.
Thank you so much, Juanka. Hi, everyone. I'm excited to be more present and participatory and contributing to Gravity. I had a great conversation with Juanka and Ben yesterday. I have a background in relationship coaching and authentic relating facilitating, as well as content marketing and public relations. So I am excited to contribute maybe in some business development aspects and also, with the authentic relating pieces. And just wherever I can be of service. I think this is a beautiful mission and I'm super excited to be a little part of it. Thank you.
Amazing. Yeah, it's a beautiful group that we have. Also, Durga said that he was taking some time off, but I am sure that he will be back with all his energy soon. And in other topics, there was a proposal from Innovator regarding having a speaker in one of our calls and making this like a presentation for Gravity. Um, would you like to talk more about this? Or I know you have been coordinating also with Bianca.
Yes, happy to do that. There's a lady that I know whose father was killed by an IRA, Irish bomber. And over the years, she made peace with the guy who blew up her dad. And she's still doing that many years later. And I know her through Facebook. And I said to her, might be very interesting to compare her experience, lived, real life experience, with some of the things that we're trying to do. And she's interested. I've spoken to her since I kind of put the initial question. And I think she'd quite like to know what the format would be. We would probably have to do it in Zoom because I don't want to give her kind of unnecessary technology bridges to cross. She's like me, she's older generation, and therefore a bit kind of, people get a bit set in their ways, us boomers. So, we're trying to get people to come onto Discord is a bit of a task. So I thought if we did it on Zoom, and she might want to do a preparation meeting beforehand, just so that she knows the kind of things that we're going to be trying to do. And then it would be great if we could record it, because I think that would be good for Gravity, to kind of show that we're doing stuff and what kind of stuff we're doing. So I thought it was an opportunity for people to learn from each other, different generations as well, which is a nice thing. And I wondered if it was something that Gravity wanted to do, and from a coordination perspective, how to kind of proceed, what the next steps would be. So thanks, Juan.
Yeah, I am super interested in this, and if no one blocks it, I would say that the next step would be to just speak with her and to know when would be this first point of contact, where we can have some of the people from the Gravity Working Group talking with her and telling her where we are moving on and what is our intention space. And then also like scheduling some time and some day, and that we can have like 20 days to prepare or 15 days to prepare, and then I can talk with Osid Laser and with the people from the communications team to help us like make this like something where we can have an infographic and we can have a good marketing of the event.
That's great, Juan. Thank you. And that gives me an idea. What about sort of touch points in the meantime? Who would I need to speak to meantime to make sure that I'm, you've mentioned yourself and Acid Laser. Do I need to speak to anybody else? Do I need to involve Bianca, for example? Who would be interested, do we think?
I don't know, just the best is to ask them and to invite them, and that's the advice process. Bianca, Forrest, would you be interested? Ben, Sana, would you be interested in making this first point of contact with Joe Berry to try to make up an event? For Gravity.
Why not?
Sorry, Anna. I
I
didn't
said,
catch
of
that, Anna.
course, why not?
Good.
So you just so I don't know if I'm on the right track. Do you want someone from Gravity to connect with her first? Is that what you're talking?
I think it's kind of more, does the Gravity community have an idea what they might like to hear so that she kind of knows what she's supposed to talk about? And also, I think in the other direction, what kinds of things would Gravity talk to her about? Where can we find some middle ground where there's some synergy, perhaps?
Okay.
And I don't know the answers.
I have
it makes sense.
some meetup before, and it's like that. You have like the first meeting is like getting to know each other and what is the event and what is the population of the audience that we're trying to tackle, and maybe some preparation questions before the event, and then it's just a follow-up before the presentation to remind like the date and time, and then it's just the event.
That makes a lot of sense, Juan. Thank you. Yes, I can follow that. Thank you very much.
Great, that's amazing. Is there any other topic that we want to tackle, or else we can close this call some minutes earlier?
Can I ask a quick question, please, Juan?
Yes.
I don't know, you probably remember about a week ago, we had some people drop into Gravity and kind of asking questions and asking for support. Do we have a register of those people? Because I'm always, it's a personal thing where if somebody's kind of saying, can you come and help us? I kind of feel bad if we're not responding to that. Now, I don't know whether we're ready to respond to that, but I always feel that, at least some moral support is helpful for people if they are in, a difficult situation. And I remember the conversation. I think there was another one 2 weeks before where I think they were in really quite a difficult situation. So is there something visible for us where we can see how that's going?
Well, what I can tell you is that we have 2 cases open.
Yeah.
And they have been contacted. I have been contacting them personally, and there are two cases open, and I keep continuous conversations and chats with them. But also, I was also talking with Forrest yesterday, and I am support in the mediations. So she will be also helping in some of the cases that they are currently open, and where we have currently received like a request and interest from the communities.
That's great, because I was just going to ask, and you answered it, about, can we get active gravitons involved? So that's really good. Thank you.
Yeah, and
Juan, where are those cases that they're open?
yeah, in the Zen Hub. I will share. I think you have all access to this Zen Hub, but I will try to paste it again in the chat. And here is like, this is connected to the work. So every time you create a ticket here, you create a ticket like this, gravity ticket, and it asks you like organization, the date started, input mechanism, graviton in charge, transformational action considered, discontinued, notes, additional actions, evidence. And when you create a new ticket, that new ticket is also created in work. So then we assign someone, and then we move that ticket into open cases. And yeah, as you can see, most of the tickets until this point have been managed by me there. And also, if they were not managed by me, maybe I created them when we were moving all the registries to here. So, but this is transparent, and there is not so much sensitive information. Here we don't use the names of the parties because this is public. But but anyone wants to have more questions regarding this case, they can contact the Graviton, or maybe some of them have like a typeform entry that can be facilitated too, if there's a need for transparency. And we are currently in case number 21.
How can we help you with those cases? Are you off?
This is something that Libby has told me that we need to do, but I haven't been able to execute it, and is to have like a group of people who is all the time interested in this reception and management of cases. And right now, one of the issues that we have for this is that the access to the type form is linked to the common stack type form. So if we give access to that, we also give access to the common stack database. And one of the things that we should do is to move that type form either to our own type form, or to a HubSpot form, or to a Google form, but to not use the common stack database. And that way we can have like more people having actual control for that, and also we can be more independent with that information regarding cases.
Okay.
Could we
So
do a copy, Juan? Just a copy of the type form. Is that possible?
yeah, we can do a copy, but if we don't have like the paid subscription to the typeform, we only can have like some we don't some limited access, and some like I think like 50 responses. And that's also something that I wanted to talk with Durgadas, that he was also saying that we can do this with HubSpot. But yeah, he took some week off. So yeah, I don't know what will be like the next step there. And yeah, to not like do something and then change it again, but to try to just do it once and do it good.
I think, Wonka, we talked about HubSpot a little bit with Durgadas, like you're saying. Do we know that is a paid for service, and do we know like price on that? Will we like do you think we'd wait for the next proposal to include that in a budget? Or,
No, I think actually we have that in our budget. We have like a platform management bounty, and it would be just to know which will be the platforms that we will need, and we can have like a budget for that platform management. So it's just choosing what will be like the needed things. And if someone, I don't know, if someone pays the subscription, if because they don't accept crypto, what we need would be to to know who would be interested in paying that subscription and receiving the bounty. It's just that, like.
okay, and that's already in the D-work thing, or?
No, it's not already in the D-work thing. I haven't created the bounty for it because we still don't know which will be the platforms. Like, I know HubSpot, and I know HubSpot. The only I know is like it's useful for that, but yeah, I also think that HubSpot has like different packages. So yeah, knowing would be the best. Would be better before creating the bounty. And also that's something that I have been seeing, that when you create a bounty and you don't assign people to them in the work, there's a lot of people trying to assign to it. So it's not very strategic to create a lot of bounties before. They can just be created once like the need or there's some advancement on the thing.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I will also try to reach out then and to help with that delegation process. I know that Forest is willing to help with the actual mediations. Who also would be interested in talking and leading these cases that we are seeing. Also, I know that there's a case that will be started, but hasn't been sent the type form because they are gathering information before sending the type form. But to know who can I appoint to when there are cases arising.
I put myself available for it.
Perfect.
Juan,
Yes.
I've had a little experience with HubSpot in the past, only the CRM, which can be used on a free basis, but it's kind of quite email oriented. So I don't know if that's something to be aware of when looking at HubSpot about how it works and the types of data it needs to the extent that we are then able to use it. So I don't know fully, but I certainly in my remembrance, a lot of it was about emailing people. So that's a feature that I think is quite strong on it. And I don't know if that's something that we want to use or not.
I think at some point it would be interesting to have like a newsletter or something. Also inviting to the Graviton trainings and stuff like that. Also, we have like some people who is it, like the ones that have donated to our Gitcoin grant, or the ones that have participated in the Graviton training, that we can do that. The other thing that I was thinking of is that I don't know if there's a Web3 fork or iteration of HubSpot that we can use, or or some open source software that can help us doing something like this. We certainly should make some research around it, but from what I have heard, and what I've been putting into the plate is the use of HubSpot. Now, in these two last minutes of the call, I also want to say other things, and it's that there are also some communities that sometimes they're requesting for gravitons. So we can also maybe create a bounty for a graviton in the TC to participate in other community and maybe like assist some of their calls or to talk or to invite them to what we're doing um, as an active graviton to to participate in other community because we have certain training regarding these topics, and sometimes people want gravitons but they don't know people who are trained on this, so we are kind of certifying that participation. And the last thing to say before jumping out of this call and thanking everyone for your presence is that also Aragon is passing a proposal named Umbrella Proposal that would be like their iteration of Gravity inside Aragon. So we would need also people working on this, and this would be like an additional effort and create additional bounties. So it's just to say that there's a lot of load of work coming in, and we would need like a lot of hands, and also there will be a lot of things that we can do and people can do to contribute and to collaborate. So it's just that, and thanks everyone for coming to this coordination call. Gravity is moving fast. We are also trying to have other communities using our frameworks and tooling, and we are receiving cases. We received like our initial funding, so things are moving. Things are moving fast, and I thank everyone for all their contributions, and let's hope to continue seeing each other and coordinating within the week.
Thanks so
Super
much.
excited about it all. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Anna, for
Yeah, thanks Anna for your presentation. You certainly should receive a praise for that. That's amazing.
yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Well, thanks everyone. See you later.
Thank you. See ya.
Everybody.